What was so tough for you in that second half that you went scoreless?
I mean, one, I just got to play better. You know, had a couple good looks, but they were trying to funnel us to the crowd, use their length, their size, and it really bothered us. And any game where I play like that, it's gonna be hard for us to win. So at the end of the day, you got to make adjustments, find space, and knock down the shots that you're supposed to. And I didn't do that tonight.
On the year, you guys are 1-20 when trailing after 3 quarters.
What?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
What
I did
makes
not know
it
that.
so difficult for this team to come back in games?
Repeat. We're 1-20 when what?
When trailing after 3.
I mean, some of the games have been because we couldn't score. Tonight, obviously, a situation where AD and Bron pretty much controlled possessions, trying to get AD on the block or in the mid post, and he's knocking down the shots. So Bron was getting to the lane. I'm sure 1-20 is probably for a lot of reasons, but one of those kind of anomalies we got to figure out.
Last half full with 21-3 and leading after 3.
Fair point. Fair point.
They cleared you for the back-to-back recently, and I think Steve said, basically it feels like your knees are in a better place. How are you feeling physically, particularly, knee tendonitis-wise?
It's trending in the right direction. It's still something you got to stick with the maintenance and all that type of stuff, but it's definitely for me to play, checked all the boxes in terms of how I've been responding from game to game. And if that continues, then I like where I'm at.
And then thumb-wise, I mean, you still have it taped up. At times you're clearly shaking it out there. How's that going?
It sucks, but it's not an excuse for anything. You got to play through it. I went 8 for 8 with it. And it's just something that's been lingering to the point, like it gets hit every once in a while. It's one of those things that's almost gone, and then it gets knocked again. So I'll deal with it, but it shouldn't bother me like it did tonight.
I mean, when it gets hit, does it, extend, I guess, in days, how long it lingers around? I mean, is it something you think is going to clear up, or is it just...
I hope so, yeah. I think every time it gets hit, it's like a step back, but it's just annoying. Like, obviously I'm going to play through it, but it is... I was joking with one of our doctors tonight. I didn't even want to mention it because it's like right as soon as it gets 100%, it gets knocked again. But, again, not an excuse, nothing that I'll try not to worry about when I'm out there. But hopefully it'll clear up sooner than later.
Hello, Stephen. Nowadays, more younger players come out in this league, and most of them watch you and LeBron's game grow up. And so how would you describe your competitive relationship with LeBron to younger generation?
We've been through every experience, and I think somebody told me this is like the 54th time we played together or against each other throughout the years, the finals, all that type of stuff. So mutual respect. I hate losing to him. You look forward to these games, and even more since this summer when we were teammates for Team USA, it levels up the respect, but also it kind of fuels the energy that you try to bring to a game like tonight, where you just want to beat him because you know how good he is. So we didn't get it done tonight.
Steph, on that note, from that very first time you ever met LeBron to where you are today, talking to him after the game, is it still surreal to be playing at such a high level all these years later?
Yeah, for sure. And we got 2 more opportunities in LA, and I look forward to it.
I saw a report that you gave J.J. Redick's sons a couple of jerseys. Is that correct for the Palisades fight, I think?
Yeah.
Okay.
A couple more games with Quentin. Just how do you feel like the chemistry that you guys are building is coming along, and just how would you quantify his effect these last couple games?
He's been playing well, been playing confident. You know, we're figuring out the spacing and timing and chemistry on pick and rolls, or where he's, you know, space on the wing or the corner. You can see he's got great composure out there. He's trying to make the great play when he has the ball in his hands. Played pretty solid defense on AD when he was out there, so he's taking advantage of his opportunities for sure, and he gives us a great look that we haven't had. We just got to put the whole game together around, you know, him as a spacer and a shooting option at the 5. But we like what we see so far.
And then where do you feel like you've most felt Brandon these last couple games with his return?
Just energy. You know, early in the year, I know it was about his scoring and all that, but he always plays hard. He makes the right play, connects certain lineups, pushes the pace when he's got the ball in transition, and now it seems like he's a lot more confident shooting the ball. So in these last 2 games, so it's just great to have his energy, his confidence, and we got to have something to show for it. A night like he played tonight, he played amazing the whole game.